Yeah, hello. Just wanted to do a video on my bike, tell you a little bit about it, why I bought it, what I like, what I dislike. One of the things I don't like about the bike is the harshness of the throttle. I've done a few things to try and overcome it. I've got the high flow air cleaner, got a power commander that's been sent back to power commander because it wasn't talking to the bike. It's had an upgrade on the software, reprogrammed, now seems to be working better. Still harsh on the throttle, on the on and off. Don't really like that, but not much I can do about it now. Apparently it's not reprogrammable anymore once they put that new software in it. The seat, comfortable on short rides, but it's too soft. On long distance rides, I've done a couple of rides over 2,000 Ks over 3 or 4 days, and bum just gets numb. Just don't like it. It's too soft. I'm going to look at an aftermarket one, something a little bit firmer that doesn't slope so much to the front. You get pushed up towards the tank a little bit and squashes the old family jewels a little bit. Yeah, but other than that, there's not much that I don't really like about it. But a lot of things that I do love about it, and one of the main reasons why I bought it is the motor. I had a TRX 850 before this, 99 model. The pipes are off that bike. The bloke that bought it didn't want them, so I got link pipes and got it put onto this bike. 900 compared to 850, 6-speed compared to 5-speed, fuel injected compared to the manual. Not as tractable as the TRX. The TRX didn't mind coming out of corners in lower gears, in the lower RPM, and pull away from there. This doesn't like really being under 3 grand. Really likes being over that. But once you wind it up, it's fine. And then 20 litre tank. What I do is 385 Ks out of, I think it was about 18 litres. So I think it was over 24 litres per kilometre. 24 kilometres per litre, I should say. And you can have fun on it if you want to go crazy. You can go around the Great Ocean Road a lot. It got a lot more control than the TRX. One of my mates who's a bike instructor, he said it's because you're sitting more upright, you got more control over the bike sitting upright. He would know, I wouldn't. That's his job. The tyres, I've always been a Bridgestone man, but these come standard with Dunlops, Road Smart 2s. The front one's still a Road Smart 2, haven't quite worn that one down enough to change over. The back one's a Road Smart 3. They're supposed to be a little bit more grippy and more longevity. So there we go. I think getting about 12,000 Ks out of a rear tyre so far. The bike's just under 34,000 Ks, and it's 2011 model, first registered in 2012. I just put the Oxford Premium heated grips on it. Makes a big difference when you go on these long cold rides. When we go up the winter sun in the winter time, up to Mildura, she's a bit fresh, so it's got no hand guards like a lot of these new touring bikes. So you need something to keep your hands cold. Yeah, done a lot of touring on it. 10 days around Tasmania, we did over 2,000 Ks. Been to Winter Sun and across Adelaide and down to Mount Gambier, Portland, crossed back to Ballarat. We've done that once. A couple of times we've been down to Portland and just shot across without going, to Mount Gambier, then shot across. And then we went the other way around last time. We went to Adelaide first for a few days, went over and seen a mate from the club, and then went to the Winter Sun. It's been to Talbotville 3 times. If you know where Talbotville is, in the high country. So it's been on dirt roads as well. I mean dirt roads with rocks the size of the front disc. Big rocks on the roads. Yeah, I like it. I only ever have one bike at a time, and I want a bike that can do everything. So that's why I went for it. I only like it in the black. It comes in a reddy and a bluey sort of colour. It comes in a white. Didn't look right to me. The black, I think, hides a little bit of its ugliness. It's not the best looking bike out there, but it's better looking than some. Pipes, they're Venom from England. Got them through MC Performance here in Australia. I've just put the baffles back in. I took them out for a little while. It was a little bit crisper on without the baffles in, but it didn't like idling. It kept stalling, pulling up at lights and stuff. So I put the baffles back in, and it's fixed that problem. One of the best things about the bike is the sound. I just love the sound of the bike. The characteristics of the motor. You can putt along and top gear, it's only pulling 3,500 RPM. And then if you want to play, you can. Just a great bike. I love it. Just started to play around with the suspension a little bit. I've been watching that Dave Moss tuning, get a little bit of tips off him. I've softened the back up a little bit. I had no free sag. I didn't know about these things. So now I've got some free sag in there, or static sag, I think he calls it. Front tyres wearing perfectly. There's no highs or lows, what he was saying to look for. So the tyres, it's got a bit of a flat spot across there. That's just from all the long up riding. It's wearing beautifully on the front, but on the back, the trailing or the leading edge is a lot lower than the trailing edge. And I've been trying to see more videos of his too. I've dropped the pressure down. That's one thing he talked about. Dropped them down to 38. Let's see if that fixes it. I don't think the carcass is getting hot enough, because he was saying that these Dunlop carcasses are a lot harder than a lot of the other brands. So the front, apparently I only run 34 PSI, which I've just dropped that one down to 34 as well, and that seems to fix the front. I think I need to take a little bit more out of the preload in the front. I think it's still a little bit stiff compared to now I've dropped the back. Seems to be like the back's doing all the work and the front's not moving. I think the front's still a little bit hard, but I'll get around to fixing that. I'll wind out a little bit of this preload, see what happens. Yeah, so I'll just kick it in the guts so you can hear it. One thing I don't like about it, when it's cold, apparently they've got an air injection into the top of the head to burn out the fumes in the exhaust, and you get a lot of popping when it's cold. I don't like that popping sound, but when it warms up, it's gone. The pipes are hot and it's burning off unburnt fuel in the pipe. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I only run 91. They recommend 95. But if you get more than 50 k's away from the main part of Melbourne, no one has it in the service station. So when I got it dynoed, I put 91 in it, made sure it was a full clean tank of 91. So it was tuned to that. And a lot of people have told me to try 98. I tried 98. Wouldn't come under 1500 on the idle. It was just revving too hard and wouldn't drop down. So I just started deleting it out with 91, get it to run down. And now, yeah, I just run 91. If you're 100 k's away from Melbourne, you can't get it. People have 91 or 98, and it doesn't like 98, so back to 91. Yeah. Brakes, they're good. They're probably not the best in the world. They're the R1 4 pistons. Calipers, not sure about the size of the front disc, probably about 300 I'd say. But yeah, stops alright. They do fade if you're like on the Great Ocean Road getting into it, you get a little bit of brake fade every now and then. But then you just have to slow down, use the back brake a little bit more. It's got fantastic engine braking on this bike. When you come to corners, you're not really needing a lot of front brake because the engine just pulls it up so hard. Yeah, it doesn't roll like a 4-cylinder or a 3-cylinder. It's got a lot of engine braking. So I'd like to see how one of those TDM900s go, how they would go with the engine braking. I reckon they just about kick you over the handlebars. Anyway, that's about it for now. Just wanted to give a quick rundown on my bike, why I bought it, what I like and what I didn't like. So yeah, there you go. Ciao for now.